Okay, so before I dive in to the topic at hand today, I just want to say shouts out to, I don't know what their stage name would be, but my artist E Stank, I don't know what to call you, but for this beautiful, beautiful, I'll say it again, beautiful album artwork that we've got over here. Eh, well worth the wait, I will say. I could not have done it better at all. Um, so thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Um, Now to kind of dive in here, Earthbound. It's coming November 1st when this video gets released. It will be before the album drops. Maybe by the time, it's about 2 weeks away. Maybe by the time that you watch this video, it'll have already released. Maybe you've listened to it yet, maybe you haven't. But um, I guess I just kind of wanted to make a small video, kind of talking about it a little bit, just because I'm very what's the word I'm looking for? I'm very proud of this album, honestly. I'm very excited for it. I have so much joy over the fact that it's it's finally done. Sorry for the wait, but also just that like it is really like truly I believe is my best album yet. Not that I have a crazy amount of albums, but um I this is my, let's see, one, two, three, four. This is my fifth personal album and my eighth album in total. I have a few compilation albums that I'm a part of, um, that I helped to make, and I am just I'm overjoyed about it. Oh, I'm so excited. Um, Earthbound to me started as an idea that I had the day of or the day after that Genesis 1:6 dropped for me. So a little bit over 2 years ago now. It was late September, early October of 2023. My album had just dropped. I had about a 2.5 hour car ride, and I was just I listened to it again, and I was like, what now? Like what now? Genesis 1:6 was a sort of compilation and a story of the previous 3 years of my life, maybe even four, prerequisite of that dropping. Um, and so now it was like, what am I, what do what do you do when you work so long for something and now you're like, oh shit, like what else am I supposed to do? Um, well, I figured it out on that car ride, and that answer became Earthbound. Now, through the month of October of 2023, a lot of ideas started flowing. I had a lot of ideas that um, just were kind of hitting me, and what that inevitably became was Midwest Sunsets, Midnight Moonlight, and Earthbound, a trilogy of albums, all kind of related to each other and yet also different, and telling one larger story that each album has its own story that it is compacted into, and they all interconnect if you listen to them. Um, and it took a longer time than I thought. I thought to myself I could drop all three albums in 1 year, which would have been my original release date for Earthbound was November 1st of 2024. Um, Spoiler alert, not really, but that didn't happen. I uh I don't even think, yeah, Midnight Moonlight didn't even drop until after that. It dropped in January of 2025. So, um, you know, it was it it took a while, but I'm really glad. I'm happy that it did. Um, and I think that the ironic thing of it taking so long was because the original concept that I came up with for Earthbound, and hopefully you'll understand a little bit of the message, and maybe you might even relate to it yourself, is that I felt not in touch with reality. I felt not understood. I felt like I didn't belong here on this earth. That was my at the time, that was my feelings towards the world. That was the situation that I was in. That was, it was just what I had going for me, and what I thought of everything. Um, and again, now by the time you've watched this, or when the album does drop, if it's not released yet, and whether you've listened to it or not, you'll start to see that later in the second half of the album, there's this, oh, he's back. Oh, he has found, you can, hopefully, as the listener, you can hear and tell that I have found my place in the world again, so to speak. I have found a reason for being here. I do not feel as out of place anymore, and I do feel like there's something. There are still parts of me that feel like, I just don't really jive with the world, but I've found my purpose to be here again, Um, and of which I'm thankful for, and I'm thankful that I got to be able to tell that and incorporate that into the album and have that be a part of the story that I tell throughout this album here. It's to me, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'll say it again. I'm so happy over this album. Um, it was new. It was so much fun. There will be a deluxe that will be coming out too in the near future. Hopefully not another 2 year wait. It won't be another 2 year wait. I had so much fun making this album that I made a lot of other songs for it, and they just didn't end up fitting in the final puzzle pieces to be a part of what I wanted Earthbound to be. But the deluxe will be called Space Melodies, and in Space Melodies, it's literally, that's, think about it like that, like just like while I was away, while I didn't feel, at home. These were sounds that I made. These were sounds that I picked up and brought back with me, and now here they are. Uh, so yeah, it's Midwest Sunsets was a challenge for me. Midnight Moonlight was my bread and butter, and Earthbound is just completely new. It's new for me. I touched on it before in my music prior, that like just the sound that encompasses this album, but it is new. It's new for me, the way that I was going about doing it, um, and yeah, man, it's great. But to kind of come full circle here, that begs the question: well, what now? Truth be told, after this album releases and after the deluxe album, I don't really know. There's been a couple ideas, a couple project ideas, a couple of small things here and there that me and my friends have talked about doing. Obviously, I'm streaming a lot on Twitch, and I guess one of the other things that I personally want to do is not only get better at music production, but also videography and just music videos. I think it would be really, really cool if at the start of 2025 potentially, that um, maybe once every couple of weeks, that this album gets a music video for every single song. Um, oh, excuse me. I think I want that. Maybe even a couple of music videos for songs I've done in the past that I wanted to do and just never did. But I'm looking forward to it. I don't know. It'll be really fun. It's exciting. It's new. I don't know what to expect from it. I don't even know what I want to really do in terms of music anymore. But I know I want to keep making it. I know I want to continue to get better at it, and hopefully something comes out of it, man. Hopefully we really just go crazy with it, man. Um, but yeah, so what next? I don't know. But if you haven't listened to it yet, go listen to Earthbound. If it's not out yet, freaking mark your calendar, set an alarm, November 1st. Unless I change that, then completely disregard it. But I as of right now, I on October 19th. The release date I'm thinking of is November 1st, and hopefully what I will submit for it tonight. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that's a requirement if you're going to post a video on YouTube to say that at the end of it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time I got something to talk about, I guess. All right, bye-bye.